Hello, my friends. Welcome to Thursdays at 3. My name is Annika Spalding. I'm the Community Relations Director here at the Amarillo Little Theater. And this is Thursdays at 3, where I come to you live every single week and talk to you about all of the things going on at ALT. And there are lots of exciting things to talk about today. So let's go ahead and get to it. Of course, we are getting ready to open Rent. Oh my gosh, and this show has sold out so quickly. We still have tickets for the 11 o'clock performance on Friday, February 23rd, and for the 90s party and performance, which is going to be happening on the next day on Saturday, February 24th at 6:30 p.m. But that's it. Those are the only performances with tickets left. So if you didn't get your tickets, we're going to talk about that. But while we're here, let's talk about the 90s party. Oh man, you can get all the 90s vibes. Can you even? Oh, Callie Huckabee says, being a part of this show has been a dream come true. Callie, I am so excited for you, girl. I cannot wait to see your Mimi Marquez. I am so pumped. It's going to be so great. I've been looking at photos with Raquel. They look so good. The costumes are looking fantastic. I am getting so excited. I cannot wait to see you on stage, Callie. Thank you for watching Thursdays at 3. Of course, in the next couple of weeks, I will be interviewing cast members from Rent, which I'm really, really excited about. But Callie, I'm so glad that you're watching. Let's talk a little bit about the 90s party. Okay, let's talk about this because this is just one of my favorite decades of all time. The 90s party is going to be happening on Saturday, February 24th. The way that we're doing this, if you come to the 90s party, you have to see the show that night. It can get a little kind of crazy if people who aren't seeing the show are coming to the party. It gets a little congested. And so we just decided to keep it where you have to buy tickets to the party and the performance and rope them in together. So that party will be happening from 6:30 to 8. Of course, the performance will begin at 8 o'clock p.m. on Saturday, the 24th. You can reserve to attend the 8 o'clock p.m. performance of Rent following the party. Again, you have to do that. You have to do both of them the same night. We're taking it back to 1996 in honor of ALT's 96th season and Rent being set in 1996. How serendipitous is that? ALT decided to throw a 90s party. So we're going to transform the adventure space back to 1996 with live DJs playing all the fly 90s dance music. We want you to style a rad 90s outfit, slip into some acid wash jeans, put on your jellies, bring back the scrunchies. The scrunchies are already back, let's be real. Rock the bomber jacket. Did that ever go out of style? I don't think so. And come get jiggy with it. Once the clock hits 8 p.m., of course, settle into your seat to watch ALT present the Pulitzer and Tony Award-winning musical Rent. Of course, this party will include a 90s nosh table. Get ready because that's going to be insane. 90s bar with themed cocktails, 90s themed photo booth, 90s themed silent disco dance party with the DJ, 90s nostalgic game and toy room, 90s trivia challenge, and much more. Please come have fun with us and bring people who maybe haven't been to ALT before, or at least spread the word to them. We really want to try to get as many new people as we can. So many more people need to know that ALT is the place to be because it totally is. Okay, the location, of course, is going to be at the ALT Adventure Space at 2751 Civic Circle. The cost for the party is $96 per couple, $48 for an individual, fly-in solo. Tickets to the 8 p.m. performance of Rent that night have to be purchased additionally, like in addition to the party. So I know that that's expensive, but this is a fundraiser. We're trying to raise money for ALT. ALT season tickets can be paired with this party, so you can use your season tickets if you are a season ticket holder. If you are a member, you can use your season tickets and then just purchase tickets separately for the 90s party. Rent show tickets may be reserved for that performance, and we want you to RSVP so that we know how much food to get by Friday, February 16th at 4 o'clock. Please come celebrate the 90s with us. Look, if there's one thing that theater people know how to do, it's throw a themed party. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. We know how to throw a themed party. Okay, we know how to throw a party in general, but when there's a theme, watch out. Your costume will not beat ours. But please come party with us. It's going to be so, so, so much fun. I cannot wait for this one just to see what everybody wears and to throw it back to one of my favorite decades ever. And then, of course, to sit down at 8 o'clock and watch Rent. That will be the second time that I will be seeing the show because once just isn't enough. Also, sorry to tell you, all of our Amarillo Public Library tickets are also gone. So if you were hoping to maybe get tickets that way, I'm so sorry. Those tickets are gone. So if you are wanting to get tickets, once again, Friday, February 23rd at 11 p.m., the 8 o'clock performance sold out. The 11 o'clock p.m., which will be really fun for this show. If you want to have a rocking good time, that 11 o'clock, it's going to be fun. There are tickets left for that. Or if you're not into staying up that late or for whatever reason, come to the 90s party and have fun with us from 6:30 to 8 and then see the show at 8 o'clock right afterwards. It's going to be so great. And then we're going to talk about waitlist here in a second. Oh, Lissa, our in the box office popped in 16 tickets, only 16. Thank you, Lissa, so much. Only 16 tickets left for the 11 o'clock performance. There were a lot more than that left this morning. This is how quickly they're selling tickets for this show. Everybody wants to see Rent, and I do not blame them at all. It's iconic, and I'm so happy that we're doing it. But let's talk for a second about the wait list versus the standby list, because I want to help our box office ladies out a little bit. If you did not get tickets to the show for the night that you wanted or the matinee that you wanted, but you would still like to try to go, please call in advance. You can call right now, which we would love. You can call right now, call our box office at 355-9991 and let them know that you want to be on the wait list and give them the date for the show that you want to be on the wait list for. It helps them out so much to have a running wait list of people who called in advance that they can go to and try to knock out as people turn, because sometimes people turn in their tickets, people get sick, people go out of town, whatever the reason is, people do turn in their tickets. And so it really helps our box office ladies out if you get yourself on a wait list ahead of time, like before the day of the show. That would really help them. The standby list is a little bit different. The standby list is when you show up to the theater 30 minutes before the show starts, wanting to get on a standby list to see if you can get in for that night. Going that route is riskier for you as far as seeing the show, because things get really congested. Tons of people do it that way, where then the box office or around the box office gets really congested. There's tons of people, and it's very stressful for our box office ladies. So do them a favor and do yourself a favor and call our box office in advance and go ahead and get on the wait list. Standby list, it's a risk. You can do it that way. I would recommend calling ahead, like right now. If there's a night that you want to see the show, call our box office right now and get on the wait list for whatever night that is. And remember that in the future for other shows that are selling really, really quickly. The wait list, preferable to the standby list. So yes, please do that. And then let's talk about our volunteer work call. So we'll talk about work call in a second. We are needing 2 volunteers to run spot or sound in the booth for Rent. So Tech Week for Rent begins this Sunday, Wednesday, February 11th, and runs through the 14th through Valentine's Day at 6:30 p.m. nightly. So the run of the show will begin at 7 o'clock p.m. The shows are going to be Thursday through Sunday, February 15th through the 25th, and of course the 11 o'clock performance on the 23rd, Friday the 23rd. You need to be at the theater, that's call time, be at the theater 1 hour prior to showtime or per the director's instruction if Jason wants you there earlier. That would be great. This show is going to be so much fun. These are the best seats in the house. The sound and the spots are the best seats in the house. So if you're willing to help out with that, I know Jason and the cast and crew would be so grateful if you'd be willing to do that. And if you are willing to help, go ahead and call our box office at 355-9991. Don't go to our website. Go ahead and email our volunteer coordinator, Lissa, at AmarilloLittleTheater.org, or call her at the box office at 355-9991. We also are going to need ushering and concessions help for rent. So if you want to do that, Raquel has posted a volunteer QR code. This QR code will work through the run of the show all the way through February 25th. So you can always refer back to it. If you want to go ahead and sign up that way, just scan that sweet little code and get yourself signed up. And of course, it will let you know who has signed up in what spot and what's available. And Gabe Sherman says, yes, please help. Gabe is one of our volunteers of the week. And Gabe is so incredible at helping in all areas, but always with ushering and concessions. Gabe, thank you so, so much for always helping us and for helping us get the word out. Thank you for watching Thursdays at 3 and for commenting. Yeah, so if you are willing to do that, that would be so helpful. We are always in need of help with ushering and concessions. And again, if you want to help with crew, with spot ops or sound for rent, go ahead and do that, because this is going to be the show to do it. It's going to have full houses every single night. And there are so many talented people in this show. They're going to do such a great job. Gabe says, my pleasure. The pleasure is all mine, Gabe. And I feel like I speak for the entire staff when I say that to you. We are your biggest fans around here. Thank you so much for everything that you do for ALT. Let's just keep it going here, because The Little Mermaid was cast this last week and they started rehearsals. And I just want to wish a congratulations to the entire cast of The Little Mermaid. 86 kids have been cast in this show, with rehearsals starting this week. And I cannot wait to see what Harrison and Brandon and their team are going to do with this show. 86 kids. That's a lot of kids. That's a lot of kids. Franklin Salazar. He is, of course, one of the cast members of Rent. Franklin, I'm so glad you're watching Thursdays at 3. I am hoping I get to interview you at some point during the run of the show. I cannot wait to see Rent. I am so, so excited. Clearly, the entire town is excited, because we cannot stop selling tickets to this show. I'm so happy for you guys. The entire cast deserves all of this. I haven't seen 1 second of the show, but I feel like I can confidently say that without having seen one little thing. I want to congratulate our showstoppers too, because guess what? 1 week from today, our showstoppers leave for New York City. I'm so excited about this. February 15th, our showstoppers are flying to New York City to perform a concert version of Children of Eden with a ton of stars at Lincoln Center. I just said that because that's happening. They are going to represent ALT in the very best way. I'm so proud of you guys. So if you know and love a showstopper, wish them safe travels and tell them to break a leg before they go to New York next week. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. Gabe is talking about the cast of Rent. He says, such a hardworking group. I get chills every rehearsal. Gabe, you're so sweet. And I have no doubt that is a deserved compliment for this cast. Jason raves about this group. Any chance I get to talk to him about how rehearsals are going, it's always positive, always wonderful. I just cannot wait. I'm so excited. There's so much anticipation around this show. It's going to be so fantastic. And while we're just, bragging on all of our people, why don't we just go ahead and do our volunteer of the week? Just love that. Our volunteer of the week this week is someone who has actually been volunteer of the week before, but our volunteers of the week, they're such incredible volunteers that we kind of have to recognize them multiple times, because they're always here, always doing amazing work. And this week, you guys are not going to be surprised by this. It's Carla Fristow. Carla is the assistant director for Rent. She drove to Denton to pick up costumes for the show. She helped with work call last weekend, and that's on top of probably a million other unseen things that she does every single day to help keep Rent going and, keep everybody happy. Yeah, Callie says, Queen Carla. Amen, Callie. Queen Carla. She is unbelievable. Franklin gives her a round of applause, as we all do. Carla, you are absolutely incredible. We're so lucky to have you as a volunteer at ALT. And anytime you're working on a show, you give it your absolute all. And we're just very lucky to have you. We're very, very lucky. Gabe says, yay, Carla. I love seeing all the support for our our amazing friends who help out at ALT. We're very, very lucky to have the volunteers that we do. Okay, let's just keep the merriment going here because we're going to go into our new segment that I am absolutely loving called Breaking Broadway News. Added a little music to that, which may have been a suggestion from our Academy director. Love that song, love that show. Of course, that is big news from Parade. Let's talk about some Broadway news that's been going on the last week. Tyne Daly, I'm such a huge fan of Tyne Daly, has exited the Broadway revival of John Patrick Shanley's Doubt following an unexpected hospitalization. Of course, we wish her the very, very best. You may know Amy Ryan from Only Murders in the Building and The Office, and she is going to be taking over as Sister Aloysius for Tyne Daly in this production, which I'm sure will be absolutely phenomenal. Of course, we did Doubt here at ALT in 2007, which I was lucky enough to be in alongside Melanie Sanders, Jeff Jarnigan, and Shauna Smith. A fantastic show. I'm so sad that Tyne Daly's not going to be in it anymore. She's such a powerhouse, but Amy Ryan, I'm sure, will be brilliant. Let's talk about Chita Rivera. Oh, rest in peace, Chita Rivera. The Broadway community and the Committee of Theater Owners will honor the memory of Tony winner Chita Rivera by dimming the lights of all Broadway theaters next week. A well-deserved honor for such an icon. Tom Holland. Who's a fan of Tom Holland and Zendaya? I am. When are they getting married? Tom Holland will star in director Jamie Lloyd's production of Romeo and Juliet on the West End in London. Very exciting. I'm sure he will be brilliant in that. The Outsiders, look at this crew, okay? The countdown has officially begun for the Broadway premiere of The Outsiders, a new musical adaptation of S.E. Hinton's novel and Francis Ford Coppola's film version. Previews for this will begin March 16th, 2024 at the Bernard B. Jacobs Theater with opening night set for April 11th. Oh my gosh, that is going to be so freaking good. This is very exciting. Malia Joy Moon, Shoshana Bean, Brandon Victor Dixon, and more will reprise their roles in Hell's Kitchen on Broadway. Hell's Kitchen will open April 20th, 2024 at the Schubert Theater. And with singers like that, I'm telling you, that is going to be a rocking good time. That is all I have for Thursdays at 3 today. It's kind of a short day. It's going to be longer when I'm interviewing cast members from Rent because they open next week. But get your tickets for the Friday 11 o'clock p.m. show of Rent or the Saturday, February 24th performance, Roped In with the 90s Party, if you haven't already. And if you can't attend either of those shows and there's another show that you want to see, get on the wait list. Call our box office at 355-9991 and get on the wait list. It will help Joe and Lissa out so much. Instead of just showing up 30 minutes before the show on the day that you're wanting to see it, you're way more likely to get in if you get on a wait list. So please do that. Thank you so much for tuning into Thursdays at 3. I'm so happy to be here every single week with you guys. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thanks again for watching and for commenting, everyone who commented. Get your tickets for Rent. We're so excited around here. Everything is buzzing about this show. Everything is buzzing. We were preparing the specialty cocktail today. It's going to be really great. Anyway, so glad you're watching Thursdays at 3. Get your tickets for Rent, and we'll see you next week. Bye.